couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll leave it with him. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The Knights are marching down the field. Tight end now in motion. Brown will throw it. Here's the heat. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Give to the running back. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Off the play fake. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Tulsa pinned deep in its own end, trying to find a little breathing room on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the grab. It's Ballard. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to pass. It's Francis. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. But a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tulsa! A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for room. It's Nixon. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Going to take a shot, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Francis. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting a sack.
Here's the pressure. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell.
Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll run the counter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Buys a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the move, it's Nixon. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent, but they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
Off the play fake on first down. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down. You know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. Then you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Number 29 set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Knights will hustle to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. The short hands, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Looking left. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Nixon. There he goes. Coming out attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Trying to take it back. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Francis. get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The option look. Now the toss. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
Make it happen. Right.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Trying play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Yeah, And I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Open spaces. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 20. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
And just when you thought this half was going to end ho-hum, the offense coughs it up, and the defense is able to not only recover the fumble, but they take it back for a touchdown. They steal more points before heading in at halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the... Oh, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. It'll be a draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Richardson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Caught over the middle. It's bounced. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Hayes. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target. So nice job on that play.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Fires left. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Fresno State is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 25 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for space. It's Montgomery. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Brown wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it for a big play. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
They go to the draw. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not fighting, and you could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Dances away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Presley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Back to pass, it's Hayes. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Gay. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Off play action. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
And some room to work. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Allen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking for space. It's Richardson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Ballard. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Oh, they're after him. Looking for an open area to his left. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Fox. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. Into the end zone, it's caught. A touchdown, and now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
A huge point after this for the lead. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tulsa.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tulsa. And they've moved out front. They're on the 4.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. Release to the back. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped right there, desperately trying to stay on his feet, pull out a little heroic move, but that's going to do it as this game is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.